Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So the market very choppy today. We had many runners throughout the day. We had INDO from pre-market continuing on all the way to $48 on the day. And now, as you guys can see, we started off the day with Russia yesterday evening taking the largest nuclear plant in Ukraine. And then we had news in the middle of the day that Russia was taking the second largest nuclear plant in Ukraine. So again, the market was leading into a very uncertain weekend. So I'm going to jump into the S&P with you guys here. Now, jumping into the daily chart with you guys here, as you guys can see, again, we did get a pullback. We were getting rejected just below our 20-day moving average. We have been talking about that for the last few days. We continue to get rejected just to the downside of our 20-day moving average as we continue to get wixed to the upside. And as you guys can see, now we have a red candle coming out showing us that we sure enough are getting rejected below this 20-day moving average. It does not mean that we cannot bounce above our 427 level, which we did not drop down below. Again, our 427 level was our previous low. So we're looking to see if we can hold this low. So if we do drop down below 427 with an increase in sell volume, if we do break above the sell volume point right here, then in my opinion, we would be more confirmed on an increase in sell volume, showing us that we would continue on down. And in my opinion, that would very much be predicated on if Putin continues to do what he's doing, which seems to be the case. So again, I would be suspecting that we would be continuing on down below 427 next week. We could have a bounce here at 427, possibly retest 430 or even 440 at the very least if, again, Putin does continue to do what he's doing and then continue on down. But again, if he does start to cool off, if the market does continue to bounce back, then I would be looking for a break over 447.50. I have been talking about this for the whole week. If we do get back over 447.50, then we're looking at more momentum in the market. Again, there's still momentum in the market. We saw major breakouts with INDO. There's a ton of energy and oil plays that we've been mentioning throughout the week that broke out today as well. So just staying focused on this momentum so that way we continue to play our intraday breakouts that we have been in the Instables room. And again, if you are playing intraday perspective breakouts, which are breakouts within the same day, go to instables.com in the description below. So again, we do have a potential higher lows. And if we did bounce here and we did get an increase in buy volume next week, then we could have a bounce back and easily get over 447.50. And of course, that continuation up is very much predicated on if Russia does de-escalate with Ukraine. And we do have some type of peacemaking deal, but it seems like Putin is very much cornered at this point. So he could go either way here. We're going to keep an eye on this news over the weekend. Depending on what exactly happens over the weekend, we'll predicate on exactly how the market does move. And on Sunday, I will be going over exactly how I plan on playing to the market based on the news that we have got over the weekend. And of course, that move can change depending on if any news. And again, all of you Instables that have been coming over and supporting the channel, all of you Instables that have been coming over from the room and supporting the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys. God bless every one of you guys. I hope you guys do have a great 2-day weekend. I know the market will cause a lot of patience for us, but again, staying patient, just like we saw here on INDO and this morning from pre-market news with EGH, and just staying focused on momentum here. Again, if the market continues to go on down. And again, I know it's easy to panic as far as an investor, but as far as a trader, there's a lot of volatility in the market. In my opinion, there's always going to be breakouts like we have been talking about for the last couple of weeks. Even though Putin has been doing what he's doing, we still have major breakouts in the Instables room, and we will continue to stay consistent and staying patient. Just like on INDO today, for example, I alerted at about $41 that it was higher risk. It's at your own risk at that point in time because we played the rip. There's no greed in this market, and just staying positive in the market like we will stay in the Instables room, and just making sure you are watching levels and watching the volume and watching these breakouts just like we are here on the SPY for any other stock that we see with volume or with news, or again, these sector plays that we have been looking at with oil and energy that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. So just staying focused on which sectors and what news we have throughout the day, and staying focused on which levels we are trying to break is going to stay very key, just like we have here on the S&P 500. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's INDO video or on Sunday Night Countdown, where I will be talking about exactly how I plan on playing to the market based on what kind of news we have been getting over the weekend.